Good afternoon. Last year's competition obviously went almost as well as could be expected. Your first trip to a Champions League final. What, as a group, did you take from that route? Not just the final itself, I suppose, but all the games in the build-up, in particular, your route right through to that showpiece.
Well, we had, as I said before, I think we've done a great season. We were proud about what we achieved, of course, with this feeling that we could achieve the big trophy. But as I said, it was the first time in our history that we arrived into a final. And of course, I think all the players were in the squad has a little bit more ambition every year and a bit of more experience every year. So, but now no regrets about that. Of course, I think we have to be so proud and happy about what we did. We're gonna learn about this experience that for sure the Champions League is like this. It's decided by a little difference. But we have to keep working, and tomorrow we have the first step against Leipzig, and to build another building, a huge building to this season, to achieve the Champions League. Of course, is in our heads, but we just think in tomorrow.
Do you feel better prepared? Because I suppose you're not going into the unknown. You've got all that experience, all that knowledge from what you did last year.
Yeah, it's always a positive thing. Always you can affront in a different way certain moments. And I don't remember many players that in the first years they do the best games, and I think this club has been doing step by step every year, and I think if we can look out ourselves and see that we can achieve a final, our goal is to achieve another final. So that's why I said, like, we have the experience now, and now we just have to keep going, keep work, and of course you always need this little bit of luck. That is important, but with the work, I'm pretty sure that we're going to do a great season again.
And just finally from me, I'm looking at more broadly, I suppose. There were two English finalists last year. Both yourselves and Chelsea are stronger again in terms of recruitment. We've got Cristiano Ronaldo back in the Premier League at Manchester United. And perhaps we've seen some of the other big teams like Real Madrid and Barcelona struggle a little bit given their financial limitations. Is English football, do you think, the dominant force in Europe at the moment?
Well, in the sense of arriving to the finals and having teams in the finals and in the Champions League, in the Europa League, I think yes. That's not that the same thing. 6 years ago, it wasn't like this. It was a Spanish league with Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico. I think now the last 3 years, there's more teams that arrive in this situation, but nothing changed. I don't know. It just depends on the opinion of the people. Of course, I know where I play. I know the Premier League, the English football, and it's getting stronger and stronger and stronger every time. So I think I always say we have the small Super League here in the Premier League, in the sense of the amazing teams. And but I think Europe is so different. You don't need to focus on your league. I think there's so different teams, the way they play, the German teams, the Spanish, all the countries. So we have to be 100% focused on what we're doing tomorrow, because we face a very good team, German team, always with these specific things of the German teams. So we have to focus on ourselves and of the game tomorrow.
Simon Stone, I think we should have you now, mate.
Hi, Rodri. Does Manchester City need to win this trophy to be regarded as one of Europe's elite teams? The club has done so much over the last 10 years, but obviously this tournament is the biggest tournament and the one that you haven't won yet.
I don't know. I don't have we don't have to. It's a dream for all of us. It's not compulsory. I think Champions League is such an unbelievable tournament. Only wins one, and the other 24 don't win it. So we have to focus on ourselves, on the season, because the trophies are in the last part of the season, and we don't have to I think it's not a good idea to think much about that. Of course, it's our dream. We will want to achieve this. The club is, as you say, is working the last 10 years to achieve this, and we're just there. Depends on many other things. Champions League has small details, as I said, a big small moments that can change and makes the difference. So we have to keep working and say that and see ourselves that we can do what we do last season.
And you mentioned about this mini Super League. Obviously, there's 4 English clubs in it, and a lot of people are saying the winners will be one of those 4 clubs.
You never know. I mean, the Champions League is that hard that any team can send you off. I mean, it's like this. It's the reality of football. It's the reality of the Champions League, and yeah, of course, tomorrow, as I said, we face a German team, the Leipzig, that has I think very, very good players, and they play in a very specific way. All these years, they can compete with all the teams. They show that they can beat anyone. So I think it's going to be a tough group. No matter, we don't think in the big teams. We just focus on our group.
Dave Anderson, please, guys.
Rodri, just following on from that, do you and the players feel perhaps unfinished business from last season's final? The fact you got so close but didn't quite make it.
I think I will sign right now to get into another final. It's not easy to get into a final. It's the first time in our history, and you have to do lots of things to arrive in that situation. So I think looking forward is not a good idea. We have to be step by step, and tomorrow we have a huge step to face Leipzig. I think we get into a very, very difficult group. And tomorrow we have the first step, but I don't think it's a good idea to think much on what's going to be the season or we're going to arrive into the final. We want to win. I think we have to be step by step and depend on how we get in all the games. First, we have to pass the group, and then let's see.
And a few hands going up, guys. So I'll try and limit it to one question each to get us through as many as we can. Jack, if we can go to you, please.
Hi, Rodri. How long did it take to process the defeat in the final? Because that's a sort of result that players can agonise over for months, really.
I don't know. I think it depends on the player. In my situation, of course, you have like 3 days, the next days. Like you cannot even talk to your families or your friends. They are always there to support you, but your face is not as good as you want. But then after that, this is football. We assume that you can win or lose, and we move on. I think in the defeat, you learn more than in the victory. So I think the players have a good thing that we switch the chip very fast, and we can forget these things and focus on the next goals we have. And in my case was the Euro Cup and the next season. So football is like this. You play every 3 days, so there's no time to celebrate or to cry. Is the good thing.
Martin Blackburn, please.
Yeah, hi Rodri. The big signing for City this summer was obviously Jack Grealish. Do you think he can sort of help you take that extra step? Maybe he's played a little bit of international football, but not played in the Champions League. How impressed have you been with him?
Well, Jack he's a young guy. He's I think the other day he was 26. As you said, he played in Aston Villa. He don't have much European experience, but that's not important. We want his level, his quality, the way he fits into the team, the work he's done since he came here, with the humility that a Man City player has to have. So we're very, very happy of his involvement into the team, the way he understands the game, and for sure is going to be such an important player for us.
Simon Bajkowski.
Hi, Rodri. Champions League final defeat, very difficult to take. Was it disappointing as well that you were on the bench for that game? You've started the season very well. Did you kind of use that as motivation going into this season?
Well, I never regret about that. It's a coach decision. He thought that it would be better to put another player in that position. I always support the team. I never regret, and more in that situation that we need to be together. It's what it is. When I play, other player doesn't do it. Of course, I want to play like other players, and I'm gonna work hard this season again to show him that in these key moments, I can be the player I used to be. So no regrets about that. Just keep working, keep focusing in my job, and now fully completely focus on this season.
We'll finish with John Smith, please, guys.
Hi, Rodri. In recent years, Manchester City have found it quite easy to get out the group stage. This year, it's a bit of a tougher draw with RB Leipzig, who got through to knockout stages, and obviously PSG. Is that a good thing? Can you take any positives from having tough sides early in the competition?
Well, they always say that we fit into easy groups. Now we have a very tough group. We're gonna show the same level. We're gonna go for it. I think it's not gonna be, not even as you can think, Brujas is gonna be so tough. Also, I have last experience with them playing with Atletico, and it was a tough team. And for sure, it's gonna be a very tough group. I cannot tell you anything else. Tomorrow we have the first step. I think the first games are the most important, so you can how do you say, follow a good road into the group, and for sure if we can win the first 2-3 games, that would be perfect for us, because we can be a little bit more relaxed. But it's not going to be easy. That's for sure.